How's it going on, everybody? It's your boy Incog back at it again with another video. Today we are doing another IBL battle. I am your coach of the Boston Cyndaquils, and I'm trying to bet like a new format of how I want you guys to see my team and how I want you guys to see the other team. So hopefully you guys like this. I will come up with a more developed layout and probably face cam for next week. So for this week I'm not using face cam obviously, but let's really talk about what's going on this week in the IBL and what's happening. So I'm currently 0-1 -1, and we lost to, unfortunately, Flame Horizon. But you know, I don't really even count that game because it didn't really feel genuine because we had to basically reconstruct it on Showdown and it didn't feel right. But hey, we're still 0-1. But this week we're facing another 0-1 opponent in Hagbones and their Vancouver Kyogres. And let me just show you guys the logo real quick. This one. See that logo on the right side? You see that? That's a dope ass logo. I don't know who made that, but nice ass logo, whoever made that. Anyways, team still on the right side, of course. And they are 0-1 -5. And we are facing off against a very dangerous team. Let's just go over it real quick. They have the Necrozma, which can obviously be a double dancing mess, a crazy threat, and obviously the weakness policy set is the most common one with Autotomize and can sweep through teams like their butter. Now the Blissey could be a bulky wall and can run rocks, also gets teleport, which I don't think is as useful anymore for at least this Pokemon, more for Clefable, but definitely could be used. Rocks, teleport, wish, thunder wave, all kinds of crazy sets, and can toxic stall you at a moment's notice. Magnezone, easily one of the better magnet pull users, and I think one of the best ones, and definitely is just a heavy special attacker, and definitely a Pokemon that you want to look out for just in case, because you never know if it's going to be Scarf, if it's going to be Specs, if it will be more of a analytic Pokemon, where I don't see a Trick Room option on this team, but if one was there, it could definitely be something like that, where it can go last, and even then, like, Sturdy is really good. And then it can obviously hold the air balloon as well. Ninetales Alolan and Sandslash Alolan go hand in hand because that's hail offense basically. You got your Snow Warning, you got your Slush Rush, and you got a team of 2 Pokemon basically. Ninetales Alolan just is a great special attacker. Can set up the Aurora Veil, obviously. Could be a Choice Specs user instead and can definitely hit very hard with its amount of coverage. And in general, is just a dangerous Pokemon you have to look out for in terms of just being that kind of Pokemon. Noivern is a good defogger as well as a good infiltrator user, and additionally, like it is a great flying and dragon type. Gets enough coverage to really decimate a team if you're not prepared for it. It's a great U-turner as well in tandem with Rotom being a Volt Switch user, basic Volt turn, and additionally just a really nice Pokemon in general. I wouldn't call it, yeah, I guess I could call it diverse because it gets a lot of great coverage moves like Flamethrower, Flash Cannon. And then also gets good coverage, good moves in like Draco, Dragon Pulse, Air Slash, Hurricane, a bunch of good moves. Rotom, as mentioned, good for Volt switching and a good turn core with Noivern. But additionally, I like to think that Rotom is basically here to nasty plot up and then start swinging with Leaf Storm, Thunderbolt, Hex, and a bunch of other moves. And additionally, it's just a good Pokemon for whittling down Pokemon like my physical attackers with Will-O-Wisp, and additionally can throw out a Toxic if it needs to. And can even sit in front of a good chunk of my team, actually, if its speed is correct. Golisopod is a great first impression user and a great water type in general. It was the first Pokemon to have first impression. And additionally, it's just a really good physical attacker. Can run the Assault Vest set to be a bulkier type Pokemon. Just stay alive longer. And additionally, it's just a dangerous threat. Its speed isn't the greatest, but it doesn't matter with this Pokemon. We also got Rhydon, a good physical Pokemon as well, with rocks and just overall decent enough coverage to just be a threat to my team no matter what. Its speed's not the greatest, but just like a lot of Pokemon, even like with Mudbray last week, it can definitely be brought to speed, create my Melmetal to beat it. It can also try to challenge it with Iron Defense Body Press, and that could definitely be dangerous. With Sandslash in a part of the Hail Team core, it can definitely be a sweeper with Life Orb Swords Dance and can definitely do a lot of damage overall, but in general it is running that kind of set, or it could just be a Choice Band user where it just comes in, starts Earthquaking or triple axling since it just got that move, and can also just use Iron Head as well, because that's very dangerous in the Hail because it'll just be faster than my entire team. Dracloak, I don't even really know. I guess it's the same kind of thing as Dragapult, just not as fast or as much as a heavy hitter. Choice Band can definitely be dangerous with Phantom Force, breaking through subs and also doing a little bit of damage here and there. Special isn't that great, but I mean, I haven't really looked at it, to be quite honest with you, so I don't know. And then obviously the cherry on top, Urshifu Single Strike G-Max. This is the Fighting Dark type that we have to be worried about. And obviously the G-Max this week, though, to be worried about. It can run max Airstream, as well as being a Pokemon that generally is something you have to cover, because Wicked Blow crits through my team like hell on earth, and additionally is just a Pokemon that no one wants to deal with. Its fighting typing can definitely be really just pressures my entire team. And additionally gets a lot of good coverage. It can max Airstream and outspeed my entire team. It could just be detrimental by doing max Knuckle and then max Wicked Blow, and then just destroying my team. Could do max Knuckle and max Ooze, max Steel Spike, whatever it is, it can do, and it does it really well. Additionally, gets Sucker Punch, so if one of my Pokemon is trying to get it killed, it could Sucker Punch me and then destroy it. Anyways, enough talking, enough blabbering, and enough messing up. We have a match here. So, for my team, I have Sigilyph, Grimmsnarl, Ninetales, Melmetal, Araquanid, and Terrakion. Sigilyph is a specific kind of set with 252 HP, 252 Defense, Flash Cannon, Heat Wave, Dazzling Gleam, and Energy Ball. With this Choice Scarf set, we are outspeeding Single Strike Urshifu, and we are OHKOing with Dazzling Gleam. If it's not G-Max, if it is G-Max, it is a 50-50 chance to kill, which is very important. And we will outspeed it all the time. Sucker Punch does not kill us. Wicked Blow does not kill us. But the issue here is if it's Choice Band Wicked Blow, I'm pretty sure it has a chance to kill. Choice Band Sucker Punch does not. Those maxing moves, the Max Darkness, doesn't kill us because the Choice Band, obviously, it doesn't have any effect on its maxing. But I believe Life Orb will kill us, I'm pretty sure. But will be faster anyway, so we should be fine. If the Noivern puts up Tailwind, then we need to be very aware of that, because in practice, throughout the Pantros, he would use Tailwind Noivern, and that would actually cost me the game all the time. I only beat Pantros once, funny enough, with any of my teams. So that's very telling for how good Noivern is with Tailwind as well. And additionally, if Urshifu doesn't show up, that'd be actually surprising. But in general, Energy Ball will OHKO Rhydon if we send this out first. Flash Cannon has a chance to kill Ninetales or Alolan. It will always 2-hit KO though. Heat Wave will kill Sandslash. Additional notes, I guess, is Heat Wave 2-hit KOs Rotom-Mow. That's about it. Dazzling Gleam also OHKOs Dracloak. Whiteout, which is our Grimmsnarl, has the Babiri Berry here. This is to beat Iron Heading Urshifu or Max Steel Spike Urshifu, because we will kill back with Dazzling Gleam no matter what. If it is a +1 Max Steel Spike or even just Max Ooze, +1 Max Ooze will kill. I'm pretty sure +1 Wicked Blow would kill, +1 Close Combat will kill. But generally speaking, if he's already maxed up, and let's say he goes for like Max 1 Strike or whatever it's called, and kills one of my Pokemon, I can go into Grimmsnarl reliably, Dazzling Gleam, and kill the Urshifu. That's it. It's gone after that. In general, though, we would like to just do that and get it out the way, because then if we get that killed, we're good. Burning Jealousy will kill Sandslash all the time. Iron Head will it will Iron Head us, we'll live. We can Burning Jealousy, it'll die. And generally, we want to taunt things like Blissey. We want to taunt things like Necrozma. We also want to taunt things like Rhydon as well if we lead matchup against it. But generally speaking, this is not my lead. This is more of a come in. If Urshifu doesn't have a +1 boost, click Dazzling Gleam. If it's Max Steel Spike, I'm pretty sure we still live. I'll have to run the calc on that again, but I'm pretty sure we still live. A Life Orb Max Steel Spike, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to keep saying I'm pretty sure until like we get to the battle portion. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we live that. I just said I don't want to say it, and then I say it. Anyways, I'll do the calc, but as far as I remember, it's we live it. We just live it, and we can Dazzling Gleam and get it killed. Other notes: Dark Pulse kills Dracloak all the time, and we can 2-shot Ninetales alone with Burning Jealousy, not behind a what is it, Avery? Not behind an Aurora Veil. There it is. And then we 2-hit KO Magnezone, but I mean, I'm not having this in against a Magnezone. Plain and simple, that's just common sense. Ninetales with the air balloon, a 252 special attack and speed with the modest nature with dark pulse, energy ball, flamethrower, overheat, and air balloon. At first it was heavy duty boots, but then I realized how many times I would love to switch in this against a Ninetales, and if he reads that, SwSh will always earthquake 110% of the time. So we outspeed it in Sun obviously, and we flamethrower it and it dies. If it is behind a veil, I'm pretty sure overheat will always OHKO. I'm not too sure about flamethrower, but I'll have to run the calc on that. In general, though, Ninetales has the air balloon to avoid earthquakes, and in general, just to avoid just that. I mean, we can come in on Rhydon and energy ball it, and that's about it. Overheat in the Sun will always OHKO Urshifu if it is not Gmax. This will also allow us to flamethrower Rotom-Mow in the Sun, and not in the Sun. I'm pretty sure it still kills Rotom-Mow. If we have to, we'll just overheat. Dark Pulse to it kills Necrozma, but we want to make sure that we don't hit it with anything to proc its weakness policy ever written down here. We want to make sure we get it toxic first, but we'll talk about that later. Flamethrower obviously OHKO's Magnezone, and in general, this is a very important Pokemon for this match because we want to make sure that we don't die to things like Golisopod, and we just lose our Ninetales, and that's it for Ninetales. We also want to make sure that we have this just in the late game as well, in case Hail comes last, or if it's not the lead matchup. But this could also be our lead for Energy Ball usage, and we also get up our Sun first rather than his Hail because we underspeed it, and that's very important as well. Next we got Melmetal, Nuts and Bolts with the Assault Vest, which is 252 HP and Speed F for 4 in attack. We don't need any attack investment. We don't. We really don't. This handles Alolan Ninetales lead because we can Brick Break in the double Iron Bash. We can keep Brick Breaking too. And then we just double Iron Bash it. We can kill through its Aurora Veil. We can Brick Break the Aurora Veil in front of Sand Slash, and we will live an Earthquake. We will live a +1 Earthquake as well, or +2 Earthquake as well, excuse me, and then we can Brick Break it and get it done with. We can get rid of Hail right then and there with Melmetal. However the case may be, if it's a Rhydon lead, we don't want to use Melmetal at all if it's a Rhydon lead, because we want to make sure we preserve this as much as possible. And in general, for the Melmetal versus Rhydon matchup, we don't want to just lead that. If we see Rhydon, do not lead Melmetal. If we don't see Rhydon, though, we can lead Melmetal reliably, because we also have a chance to kill Noivern with Ice Punch if that's what he's suspecting the lead might be. And additionally, we can 2-hit KO Blissey, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's really about it. It doesn't do much to Urshifu, unfortunately, which I was going to run a weakness policy set for that, but then I was like, I don't want to run too many gimmicks. I want to keep it cool. I want to keep it light, which, if you don't know, this is basically me keeping it light, because the next set is a meme, but don't worry about all that. Also, in additional notes, Darkest Lariat will kill Dracoloak, and additionally, we can 2-hit KO. Well, we can just use double Iron Bash against Necrozma, which is fine. It can't kill us with a Heat Wave. It has to be like plus, what is it, Avery? I think it's +3 or +4, something of that sort. It has to be like +2 modest to 2-hit KO us, I'm pretty sure, but I'll go over that later, which I'll write down actually. But the next Pokemon that we have here is Jessica Jones. It's Jessica, aka Spider-Woman, the Arachnoid with the Chesterberry set. 196 HP, 252 Speed F, 60 Speed with the Calm Nature with Toxic, Scald, Stockpile, and Rest. This is basically just us stalling basically. So, I mean, that is a very, very important set for this game, because in general we can Toxic the Blissey and then we can rest it off and get back our Chesto. Scald is good for burning things like, I would say, Rhydon. Rhydon actually dies. If it doesn't die, then we know he has Speed F. But it also can burn Urshifu, we can burn Necrozma, we can burn Sand Slash as well. If Sand Slash has knockoff, we don't want to make him use it, because then we lose our Chesto and we lose our ability to do much of anything else. But because we will rest and we'd be gone for 2 turns. Stockpile is good because if we suspect he's going to switch out, we can stockpile once and then we can rest, or we can just stockpile again, or even Toxic. It leaves us with a lot of options, basically. We want to avoid him putting up rocks, so that's why Arachnoid is also a really good lead if Rhydon is there, because then we can Scald. We can Toxic Alolan Ninetales all the time if he decides to bring it, and then we can basically just wait it out or switch into Melmetal just to see what would happen. But in general, Arachnoid's there just to be there, because it's a really good Pokemon actually for this matchup. And funny story, it's really good because even if he brings Rotom and Noivern, we have enough SpDef, enough HP to live, I'm pretty sure it's Hurricane and Thunderbolt Modest. I don't think we live Choice Specs at all, which is very important to note. Additional notes for this one is just that we need to get Toxic on Necrozma very, very badly. We need a Toxic Blissey as well, because Blissey will have Natural Cure, which is fine, but like, if it's endgame me versus Blissey, yeah, unless he has Aromatherapy or like Refresh or something, we can beat Blissey 1v1, and that's very important to note. Next up we got is Donkey, which is just my Terrakion, Life Orb. This is a very interesting set. So we got 124 HP, 252 attack, 132 speed. The notes on this are very, very easy. Do not Rock Polish if Urshifu is still alive, and that's it. Everything else on this team doesn't want to see me in the streets. I guess Necrozma does, but everything else does not want to see me. Once we get to the Rock Polish, we'll sweep everything else on this team. Rhydon, if it's low, I think we can beat. Rock Slide will kill Noivern all the time, will kill Ninetales. We don't want to close combat SwSh, we want to Earthquake it, because close combat would be worse, because then we'd be lowering our defenses, which would make us more open for different Pokemon. Close combat will kill Blissey, Earthquake will kill Magnezone, Rock Slide will kill Golisopod, and we don't die to an Aqua Jet unless it's banded, I'm pretty sure. And that's generally the notes on Terrakion. All we gotta do is get a Rock Polish and we're good to go. And this is our main sweeper, realistically. If Urshifu's dead, we should be fine. We don't want to Rock Polish against Urshifu just because I don't want to have to force myself to close combat. And if I close combat, then Necrozma or even just a Scarf Pokemon. I think Scarf Noivern is the only thing that we lose to, I'm pretty sure. Unless I did the... let me see. No, I think I did the speed for Scarf Noivern. Yeah, it says it there. And we should be fine against that. And that's not very hard. But if it's like something crazy and extraneous where it's like, oh, we didn't kill Rhydon, now Rhydon kills it with high horsepower Earthquake, basically. I don't want to have to force myself to switch out into another Pokemon to take that hit, or even to be in front of that Pokemon in general. If Sigilyph is still alive, then sure, I can go into Sigilyph and, you know, Earthquake won't affect me, I can Energy Ball it back. But, like, if I have Terrakion, Ninetales without a balloon, and, like, Melmetal, like, I'm better off just going for close combat at that point, or just letting Ninetales go. Like, there's a lot of big decisions I have to make this game. Essentially, with my notes here, all I have down for you guys is that I need to take this game a lot seriously, because I don't want to lose to a team that has literally every option that can whoop my ass, and that's very important. So my only note for me today is just win, baby, like Al Davis says. But let's go ahead and get right into the battle. Let's get connected up with Hagbones, and let's see if we can get a W in the IBL finally, because I really would like a win in my first ever Wi-Fi Draft League. So let's go ahead and get with that. Alright guys, it is time for this battle to be happening. We're facing Hag and his team, and hopefully this goes well. Because, I mean, he has a really interesting team, so I hope he brings what I think he brings. Alright, no face cam, none of that this week. He brings Hail Offense, and Golisopod, and Rotom and Urshifu. Which means... I don't know. He didn't bring Rhydon, so that's very important. So he's going to lead Aurora Veil first, which means we can lead Ninetales first, obviously. He's Golisopod as well, which is very important. He also has Necrozma. So we can lead Ninetales first and get away the Hail. This is very important. Like, very, very important that we do this. I expect him to lead Alola Ninetales. If he chooses to do Golisopod first and go for, like, Liquidation, will live because we are in the sun. If he's banded, I'm not too sure. We could switch out into Jessica just to see what's going to happen. But generally speaking, I think he leads Ninetales. So we're going to lead our Ninetales. And let's get it popping. So hopefully you guys like the video, and hopefully we get a dub today, because this is going to be an interesting battle. And now, I've eaten a little bit, so I'm not too shaky, which is good. Drink some Gatorade while we're here. Good luck, have fun to Hag. And yeah, let's get it off and popping like a bag of popcorn. Sorry if you have to hear me drink. Gatorade's important because it is hot as hell in California as I'm recording this. I always forget that this goes up, like, later, not earlier, so. Yep, let's get it. All right. Good old pictures here. All right, let's see what he leads. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. We're in Bologna, I'm pretty sure. Please. Yeah, there we go. I got the right stadium. All right, so he leads Seoul. This is his Rotom-Mo. Okay, interesting. So we are faster than this by a point, so we can just hit this off with a flamethrower or an overheat if we want to. Doesn't really matter, which is very important. He can volt switch, obviously. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just overheat this, because at this point, like, we can switch out and go into nuts and bolts after we kill this. Unless he's Scarf Rotom. He's Scarf Rotom, whatever. I mean, overheat's still gonna do a chunk to whatever's coming in. It's in the sun. So let's go ahead and just do that. We should be faster unless he's Scarf. That is the only thing that we have to worry about here. And if he goes into Ninetales, if he lives, and he goes into Ninetales or whatever, if he just switches out, then we'll see what he does. I kind of want to see it, because overheat should kill this all the time. He has to be Scarf to beat us, I'm pretty sure. I'm definitely sure that I know the speed right. I'm pretty sure I know the speed right. Sorry, I'm crumpling up something. All right. Let's see how this goes here. Hopefully he just stays in and takes this, because I think he thinks I'm going to switch out, or he's going to switch out or volt switch here, because it's very free for him. I don't know how free it is. If he's Scarf, then he definitely volt switches, and then he goes into Alolan Ninetales or Golisopod. So he's just going to regularly withdraw. He goes into Golisopod, completely fine. We're going to do a chunk to this, which is also amazing, because now that's going to get low. So we're going to hit it off with an overheat. Go ahead and get some damage. And, almost a KO. That's fine. We still got some good damage off. We could have flamethrowered twice and probably done a 2-hit KO, actually. So that's good. So now he's low on Golisopod. And now what is he going to go into? Does he go straight into his own Ninetales, I wonder? Or does he go into Necrozma? Does he go into Urshifu now? Like, there's a lot he can do here. So that's interesting. He might be Assault Vest if he lived our modest overheat, to be honest, but I'm not going to speculate too much. I'm just going to play straightforward, straight in my opponent's face, and see what happens. Goes into Guy Sensei. That is definitely the Urshifu. Yep. Don't like that at all. All right. How the hell do we get out of this one, Avery? All right. Jessica. I mean, he didn't bring the ride on, so I'm just going to go right into Araquanid and see what happens. I'm pretty sure he goes for Wicked Blow here. There's no reason why he shouldn't. And then he'll probably he'll probably do a chunk to my Araquanid, to be honest with you. I really just don't want him to, like, do too much to my Ninetales, because I need Ninetales for the late game. So we're going to go on to Araquanid. He decides to stay in or switch out. Let's see. He's going to go for his G-Max now. Okay. All right. So let's see what he's going for. If it goes for Max Airstream, this could be bad. It won't be too bad, but if he goes Max Knuckle, then that could also be bad. I just want to see what he's going to do. This could be really bad, turn 2. It could be a sweep if he gets the right moves off, and that's the very, very scary part about this that I do not like. He's going to go for Max Airstream. Yeah, that makes sense. Does he OHKO, though? That's a good question. Yeah, he doesn't OHKO. Okay, that's good. So he could Max Airstream again. He could Max Knuckle here. If he Max Knuckles, then we can't go into Grimmsnarl, which is very important to note. And that would mean we don't beat him with Please. So we're going to have to do something with Jessica here. Jessica's going to have to take this hit, and hopefully it is a Max Airstream again or a Max Wicked Blow. Something else. I need something else here. I'm going to go for Scold, or actually Toxic, just in case. I want to see what he does. Max Airstream again. That's completely fine. That is completely fine, because now he's going to go for Max Steel Spike against Grimmsnarl, and we're going to live that. That's entirely fine. And he's not Life Orb, which I did note down a little bit here. So that's good. So now we can go into Grimmsnarl. I think Dazzling Gleam is a guaranteed OHKO anyway. So we're good. We're good. We're fine. This is fine. I don't like fighting Urshifu, as you guys can clearly tell by my fearfulness, but definitely not great. So we're just gonna go for Dazzling Gleam and just do what we gotta do. If it goes for Max Steel Spike, we'll live, eat our berry, unless he gets a crit. And I'm pretty sure we live the other 2 hits anyway, so we should be fine. Yup, Max Knuckle. Ooh. Do we live that one, though? Yes, we do. We live that fantastically, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't miss. I do not miss. Let's fucking go. All right, he has a little bit invested. All right, that's fine. That's completely fine. So he's +2, +1, which means I think we live a Wicked Blow. Let me do a calc really quickly. Let me just do this, and we have... Oh, God, did I clear up my sets? Ah, shit. I did, didn't I? Ah, shit. I have 45 seconds left. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do that. Into this. Into this. Into that Sigilif. +1. Urshifu. I'm not going to assume he's choice banned, because that would just be reckless of me. I'm going to assume that he's a different thing. Yeah, he would kill with Wicked Blow through R with a crit. And then Grimmsnarl dies to a close combat anyways. Not an Iron Head though, so I mean, we should be alright. Oh, actually it does. So I'm still going to go for Dazzling Gleam here. Yeah, he's in a close combat. That should kill us, yeah. He could be banded. We could chance it on him being banded. Let me see how much that was a chance. That was a 68.8 chance to Oko if he's 0 HP, 0 Spit F, which is awful to think about out loud. Alright, so at this point, got 2 down. Does Melmetal live anything? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Live a close combat? No, it doesn't. Does anything have a chance to live here, Avery? That is the question that we have, don't we? Am I going to get 6-0'd by this? Maybe, we'll see. I'm just trying to think. Sigilif lives a close combat if he's choice banded, so I want to go Sigilif here. I really do want to go Sigilif. This could be bad. This could be really bad. That Dazzling Gleam not killing definitely made things worse. If he's just in a close combat again, we'll be fine. But if he's not banded, then he has to be Expert Belt? I don't know. I really don't know what item he could be. Well, he's definitely not choice, so that is a sweep. That's a sweep. That's a sweep. There's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, none of my Pokemon are living anything else. Because I didn't bring priority this week. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Yeah, that's game. That is actually game. Because he got up 2, and there's nothing else I can do about it. Oh my god, that sucks. That actually sucks. Oh my god, dude. Oh, man. Unless he feels threatened here. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Yeah, he kills. Yeah. GG to Hag. Honestly, if my Grimmsnarl killed, we would have been in a better position. But then my Grimmsnarl didn't kill, and that was the most important part. 68.8 chance to kill if he was no HP, no Spit F, and he's not choice banned, so he must be Expert Mode or another item. So that means we definitely did not secure the bag. This is what I was fearing for, because I knew if Grimmsnarl doesn't kill, I lose the game essentially, and that's really, really bad. And not being able to protect against something like this is also really bad. So there's that. But yeah, just man, if I had just gotten the kill Grimmsnarl, that's all I really needed. That's literally it. Yeah, that's literally all I needed. If I gotten the kill Grimmsnarl, I would have been fine. And that irritates me. It irritates me when something that I did could have easily been extinguished if I had gotten certain things to work. And that's just it right there. But like I said, no harm, no foul. I could be as salty as I want, but that's the nature of the game. So GG to Hag for destroying me with Urshifu single strike. But yeah, so we take a 6-0 loss, unfortunately, to Urshifu and Hag and his Vancouver Kyogres. And we are now 0-2 -7. So it'd be like that sometimes. Hopefully we can get a dub next week. But thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe today if you're new. Check out everybody in the IBL down below. And hopefully you get a dub next week, because this was definitely underwhelming. But I fully expected to lose this match. Just not in this way, though. But thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time.